Hello everyone. I cannot believe we made it. Genuinely a little bit stunned. Tonight has been a complete train wreck for any of you who are in the server or had to play in a challenge bracket. I know Arena also had some issues tonight. They were not the only one. We had a lot of issues. But at long last we're here. I believe I'm going to be the only stream running tonight, so if you want any Rivals Recess action, you are in the correct spot. We're going to be jumping right into the intermediate top 8. Once again, I'm alone solo commentating, because I am not asking people until I get my headphones fixed. You need for this match to avoid heavy bias. Big true. Because as we all know, I love Grax. I also love Crusaderzim though. Not gonna lie. Zim's been really on the up and up recently. Definitely a very fun player to watch. So I'm pretty excited to see how this goes, honestly. Two players I just love to death. So yeah, obviously there is going to be my Grax bias. I'm going to be popping off a lot. Also a quick reminder, for those of you here watching, if you ever see anything you think is sick, please clip it. I really appreciate you guys clipping your favorite moments of the stream. That way I have more highlights for the Rivals Recess Twitter. This also applies to amateur and main brackets if you watch those. But yeah, with that little reminder out of the way, let's dig in here. This will be our first set of winners semis. Starting off on Tower of Heaven. So yeah, pretty decent starter stage here. Apsa has a lot of nice mobility. Daedalus has good ways to mix up where icicles are tossed and some fairly strong ladder combos. As you've seen from Grax in the past. Right out the gate, I'm noticing Zim's playing really slow right now. A lot of the time Zim likes to jump a lot, but in this match so far, Zim's been playing a lot more grounded and just kind of poking with up tilt, which I really like. I think the main idea here is Zim's trying to be ready to parry icicles and not jump into anything that Grax throws out, which I think is a fairly good strategy here. A lot of the time versus Daedalus, you can just stay grounded and try to wall out dash attack and some of those other not so disjointed approach options. Zim's doing a good job here, playing patient, playing smart, but getting frozen. You can never not get frozen by Grax. It's literally impossible. Grax is taking a lot of damage right now. Zim's doing a good job getting these little pot shots in. Grax finally getting the first stock here. It's tough though, because now you have Daedalus' armor, and that is always a very frightening sight. So, Zim right now, you're going to be looking to break that armor as soon as you can. There we go. They're covering low, and good air dodge. Good DI as well. Grax doing a good job hanging onto the second stock. Oh, the hammer jumping right at Zim. That's a classic Grax play, trademarked. Zim's down. Oh? Oh. Wait. I can't tell if this is... Okay, no, this is a desync. For a second, I literally couldn't tell if that was Grax being Grax or if that was a desync. That's really funny. A little sad, honestly, but really funny. Okay. I'll watch it through. Okay, so I'm gonna have to just react to whatever we see here. I'm assuming Zim took game 1. No, it says Grax took game 1 on here. I don't know, dude. So supposedly Grax took game 1, so we're gonna assume that's the case here. Yeah. So the treetop pick is really good from Zim. I'm a little surprised Grax wouldn't ban this, so I think Grax... I don't know what Grax exactly knows about stage picks for Daedalus. I know in the past, like with the Daedalus grins we had last week, it was just like gates, abyss, 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 gates for the stage picks. Totally respectable, honestly. So yeah, I would assume there isn't too much. I guess the stage process is kind of simple. But hey, if it works, it works. Grax taking the lead right now. Got Grax with armor as well. So once again, Zim... Oh wait, oh there's the armor again. Zim's got to work really hard here to get the stock taken as soon as possible. I feel like Absa is really good at just kind of finding random kills versus heavies because of how deadly Bear and Bear Chains are. But when Alyssa has armor, pretty much any kill confirm you've got is just null and void. Backs up 3 stocks to 1 here. And yeah, managed to hold on to the armor really effectively. He's kind of using every opening he's got to refresh it. And it's made his first stock here last a very long time. I don't really feel like Zim has much of an answer right now. I guess maybe looking for the parry to just immediately get rid of the armor and then try to like upstrong or something and just take the kill, but you still gotta get that hard parry read, and that's gonna be a freeze. Grax going for it, and the F-strong hitting? Wow, that was a very far distance F-strong. Grax seemingly up 2-1 right now. We're going to Aramata for game 3, which I think is pretty good. Decent abs effect, all things considered. Sir Cat, if you're watching the stream right now, you can commentate when I fix my headphone jack. Maybe. I will think about it. But in the future, you will be in consideration, I promise. Anyway. Where is Frigo? Frigo is starting in loser side. So Frigo will probably be 2 sets after this. Maybe 3, I'm not really sure yet, because I actually don't have a bracket tonight, if you can believe it. The Funny Bear is going Burr right now. The armor, gonna be taking Zim's first stock. Grax making fantastic use of the armor this set. Pretty much every armor that he's gotten is just taking him so far. You're either getting a kill with it or just living to absurd percents. Zim's having such a difficult time finding any answers here. Possible misinput hammer. I'm not sure if that was just Grax trying to do a funny stalling thing. Oh, there's gonna be more armor. Zim normally has really good cloud control, which is something that I comment on a lot with this play. It's just the way that he's able to maneuver around and use cloud to send people out and create almost like a bullet hell game. We're not seeing too much of that here. At first, I thought that was kind of a good thing, because it allowed Zim to not have to worry about icicles as much. But here, it's not working out too well. Having a really hard time preventing Grax from the armor, and that's almost a full stock lead with the armor. Might as well. 1% armor is really risky, but Grax playing kind of slow right now. I think he's kind of just looking for a good time to burn the armor, which is like a fairly common elo strategy you'll see here. Is like get low percent armor and then pop it in a good spot. Definitely not a bad strategy, but there is some decent counterplay. And down being right past the up air, it's a bold option from Grax. And Zim having a bit of a misinput right there. That is not a great way to end off the set, but fortunately that is going to be Crusaderzim's winner's side life right there. So Zim moving to loser's quarters. We'll be seeing them come back in a little bit. In the meantime, you guys want more Edalus? Yeah, we have the Edalus duo back this week. We're going to be having Maqo up next with, dear lord, this is one of those tags that's just like a jumble of letters. JKlo. We're saying JKlo. Give me 1 second here. Oh, Sir Ken, in case you didn't hear me earlier, I will allow you to be on commentary some other time, but not yet. I'm doing solo comms because of some technical difficulties right now. Yeah, this has been a night. Anyway, Maqo versus JKlo. So we're gonna have Edalus versus Mayful. Both these characters are very speedy on the ground. So that could definitely make for a very fast-paced, pretty speedy matchup here. I'll be interested in seeing how these two players are gonna go out and play in neutral, particularly our punish game. So I played JKlo for the first time earlier. This is their first time in RRC, and they did a pretty good job. They they almost took games off of my Rana, which is like just barely worse than my mains, I think. And definitely tough. Oh wow, really? We're having a 20-second 0 to death from JKlo, just finding the wrap already. Oh, that's not Grax, that's Maqo. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. I mean, obviously every Idolist is just Grax, if you really think about it. If you really think about it. But no, that's my bad. I'm sorry, Maqo. Anyway, yeah, JKlo doing a pretty good job right here and racking up a ton of damage on Maqo right out the gate. This has been a pretty dominant game 1 so far. I have a Dacus right there. And Maqo trying to use Hammer to edge guard. No armor off of it. And yeah, that's not a great position to be in. I think Maqo is just dead. Even with air dodge. Ooh, okay, wait. Still living, then... Good DI from Maqo, hanging on just barely here. But without the air dodge, that might be curtains. Yeah. Very nice use of fair right there from JKlo, finding every single one of them. That was needed. But the armor down strong, gonna be not evening out the game, but finally Maqo getting a stock off of JKlo, so that's a start here. You never know with Idolists. I'm pretty sure Maqo won Grands with a reverse 3-stock last week, so never know. Maqo is always liable to pop off and pull off some crazy comeback string. The game's even. Okay. JKlo doing a very good job there, racking up the damage. Get rid of the armor. No parry right there. Parry would have been tough for Maqo to deal with. That probably wouldn't have killed Maqo, but it would have really shortened or restricted his recovery options. I think it's going to be a big thing here, as I don't feel like JKlo is really parrying too many of the icicles, so if Maqo realizes that, Mako's going to be able to just start throwing out icicles for free. That's not something you want to be able to do. Oh, but unfortunately, Maqo... I thought he still had his air dodge, but I could be incorrect on that. Maqo not living, and game 1 going to go to JKlo. A very, very explosive game from both sides. Big double 0 to deaths. You don't see that very often, I've got to say. Looks like for game 2, we are going to Blazing Hideout. So I'm guessing Maqo wants some funny flat drop shenanigans here. Sage that I think can be decent for both characters, because they both have pretty good ground movement and pretty good flat drop aerials. Particularly Nair for both of them is incredibly good from a flat drop. So I'm expecting a ton of flat drop Nair reviews throughout this game. A lot of people hate Hideout, but I feel like depending on the character, it's kind of fun. I actually really like it for Eliana, because you can like steam to shut down the platform. It's really easy to use steam on this stage, and you can use flat drop Nair really well, because Nair is probably Ellie's best aerial, and it's so good from a flat drop. You can kind of just use that to like ground yourself, get rid of heat. Definitely not one of my favorite stages, but it's one that I usually leave open and I'm more than happy to go to. Hey, good DI there from JKlo, holding out. Not going to get hit by any dash attack shenanigans quite yet. Oh, the Dacus right there, catching JKlo. That is going to be their first stock. Maqo taking a slight lead right here. And the armor tip was going to make things a little bit worse, but JKlo's punish game is pretty good. So... oh, wait, that's going to be a freeze. And the armor S strong, not killing, but this is looking like a complete turnaround of game 1. Maqo, 2 stocks ahead right here. And with the armor, it feels even stronger than that. Going super high up, and once again, JKlo getting frozen. This is a lot of damage to be taking when you're this far behind, especially as a lightweight like Maple. You've got to be really careful about taking these neutral losses. You simply can't take too many of them. It's going to be easy for Idolists to find a raw kill with just a little bit more percent racked up. I also feel like one thing I'm noticing is that JKlo isn't really attacking any of these up airs. So up air on stage from Maqo will kind of just kill. A lot of people in RFC don't really DI Idolist's up air correctly anyway, so even off stage it's gonna still be really effective. Ooh, but the fair. JKlo not going in, but Maqo daring. Not quite an even game like it was last time, but JKlo doing a very good job making progress here. Ooh, but the F strong not gonna be able to DI it and survive. We are 1-1 here, going to JKlo's counterpick. Right, good effort there. Still, even like, you know, when you're that far behind, it's really difficult to get yourself in the right mentality sometimes. So, definitely got to give a lot of credit to JKlo for keeping their head in the game. Anyway, we're going to Frozen Fort here. I think this is... So Fortress is a fairly good maple stage for a lot of maples. Oh no. Possible misinput right there? That's certainly not how you want to start the game off. As far as the stage goes, it is a pretty good maple stage. The one thing you gotta be really careful of though is, I feel like anyway, is the blast zones. It's gonna be really hard to kill Maqo, and it's still not gonna be very hard for Maqo to kill you, because Edalus is just, well, Edalus. Tether up air can still be strong, but I haven't really seen JKlo... Oh, wait. I'm eating my words. I was gonna say I haven't seen JKlo use it very much, but I guess that counts. I'll count it, personally. Lily on top flat here. I feel like you're normally going to be seeing Lily on mid flat. That's really versatile for a lot of reasons. We got one right there. We're looking for a potential edge guard right now. Edge guards were really nice to them in game 1. So I'm going to have to really understand possibly trying to abuse the smaller side like what's the wording? Side to blast zone distance. That can be really nice if you're able to just sort of chase them off stage. If you can force Maqo into the corner, a Nair Fair is going to be incredibly difficult to DI. But a down strong with no DI will also work just as well. JKlo very slightly ahead here. And yeah, they're not going too hard right now, which is good. You don't want to like just throw yourself at Edalus because then you're going to die. Like that. Thank you for proving my point. Okay, well, Maqo got rid of the armor. But... Alright, once again, no attack. Okay. Well, this is not a great position to be for Maqo. And going for the Nair, not getting it. Meta Strong is very scared to DI from Edalus, so JKlo's gonna have to be careful about that. Ooh. Okay, no up airs, but still living. Pretty high percent here. It's anyone's game. Big edge guarding situation for JKlo, and the fair? Maqo holding on, but the up air! Maqo, I guess, wasn't ready for it. DI'd it slightly wrong, and it's going to be paying the price for it. JKlo goes up 2-1. Not too much else to add on there. Game 4, we're upping the stakes even more. We're going to Rockwall. This is going to be, winner's side life for Maqo right now, so definitely got to fight to stay in it. You really want to stay in winner's bracket if you can. Makes it a lot easier to succeed in Grands if you're able to make it that far. Alright. Some good damage from JKlo right out the gate. But, okay, and interrupting the armor. Good DI from Maqo, possibly expecting them there. Realistically, too, in this bracket, it could be that Maqo simply doesn't know how to DI the up air. Either way, that one's going to just straight up Galaxy. Nothing Maqo could do about that. That's one thing I think makes Tether up air, or Tether Nair rather, really scary, is that you have a 50-50 that kind of just turns into a true kill confirm as the percent increases. Another SD from JKlo. Not the best use of the side special for recovery so far. Might be something to work on, is just effectively recovering and managing your offstage resources, because I think JKlo definitely has some issues with timing and resource management offstage. And yes, this is the Hoenn Victory Road music from Oras. So you got it. Very smart. Ooh. All three of them right there! That was... Oh, wow. Very good stuff from JKlo. Smart use of the Lily. Finding the ping pong combo. Well, it's not always the nicest to Maple in these situations, but right there worked out really nicely. I don't think I've ever seen someone combo all three of their strong attacks together. That'll probably be the only time I ever see it happen, but I'm happy I did. That was kind of hype. Maqo not out of it yet though. Up there, just gonna Galaxy. Very, very dangerous move. And good DI, just barely hanging on here. JKlo going to want to find this kill as soon as they can. You really need to be careful on a stage like Rockwall, because you never know what's going to happen, even more than a normal Rivals game. Maqo getting armor. And again, this is not a great position if you're JKlo. Down strong is going to kill. Wow. Can't exactly say I was expecting that, but Maqo hanging on here. We're going to a game 5. And a DSR pick, question mark. Pretty sure this is a DSR pick. So, questionable. Yeah, Zerkat, sometimes that just one move like that can be the difference between winning and losing. JKlo had no resources because he never landed back on stage. Really good catch from Maqo. I think if JKlo tethered up or just delayed the tether, they would have hung on. That's tough because I think tether up would leave you open to getting hit by just the link hit, which is absolutely broken and doesn't usually won't always combo effectively into the finisher. Okay, JKlo trying to get some damage here. Gotta find some way to start making this even. This is a really big deficit. Maqo with armor. This is still kind of common percent for Edalus. JKlo dropping it. Here's the mark. Oh wait, never mind. Meaning potentially to my words. No stock from Maqo. It's again. Oh, and that's Maqo going for some of the bunny strings here. You have a lead like this, so it kind of makes sense. You do have a bit more wiggle room to go for things that are a little bit riskier that might not work as well. And to just kind of get in your opponent's head. I mean, if you're JKlo right now, you gotta be really afraid. It's kind of hard to keep your head in the game in a situation like this. There goes the stock, but JKlo's at 121 last stock, so gonna be some immaculate play for this comeback to happen. I'm not sure I can say I expect it, but gonna be rooting for him nonetheless. Oh, and yeah, there's the down strong. Maqo doing a very good job hanging on both sides. Honestly, did a really good job that set. It was a very back and forth, kind of swingy set, which are always really fun to watch. You never really know where things are gonna go. So we're gonna have Maqo and Grax in winners finals. Just to get the rematch. Grax better win this time. Full bias here. I'm gonna be mad if Grax doesn't win. So I think I think we're gonna have Peachy versus Frigomaniac coming up next, because I already have that set. So if this is very out of order to what the bracket actually looks like, I'm sorry. I don't make the rules here. So this should be Eliana. It's Frigomaniac, isn't it? Damn, I've been saying Frigo this whole time. Alright, I will get my brain to not do that. Thank you for informing me. Frigomaniac versus Peachy. So Rano versus Eliana. I cannot say that I like this matchup very much. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this matchup. Rano has really good frame data, so it's kind of like when you get in on Ellie, it's really, really hard, if not impossible in some situations, to get him out. Even sometimes when you're comboing Rano, you just bear out a hit stun. Ellie does have a lot of responses to that, luckily, I feel like. It's just, you have to keep those in mind, and if you're not DIing effectively, you're just gonna die. Because that's how Rano work. So you have to be really careful in this matchup as Ellie. Rano's also technically mid-height, but he's trends to the sort of shorter side, which can be really hard for Ellie to deal with in neutral, with how airborne she is. Not having a tall hurt box usually means that she has to try a little bit harder and time her moves better in order to land them. So we're going to be seeing how Peachy's able to deal with this. I believe this is Peachy's first time in Inter Top 8 since picking up Eliana. Should be their best placement in a while, so I'm very excited to see, especially as a fellow Eliana myself now, how this goes. You don't normally see Elianas in Inter, or in Recess at all. Ooh, and the fair right there. Looks like, Frigo. I'll get there, I promise. Frigo, given the homie stock. Possibly some confidence right there. A lot of time in bracket, it's kind of a we take those type of thing, but went for it. Peachy, alright, getting some heat out right now. You need to be careful with Eliana when recovering about how much heat you have, because if you have too much heat, you're just liable to immediately go into overheat. What? Was that a miss input from Peachy, or was that actually parry punishing with the explosion? If it was, that's an interesting option. So I wonder if a Mind Pop right there would have been viable. There are so many things you can do with Eliana when you're comboing. Just a ton of options. You gotta make use of all of them the best you can. Actually knowing how to switch between them effectively and take the fullest advantage of all of them is really difficult. It's a lot of character knowledge. Oh, that could have been a stock right there. If they hold in on an F-tilt and you're overheated, that's a free F-strong in a lot of situations. Some of my favorite things about F-tilt is that sometimes you can just kind of force them to like hold in near the ledge. Same thing with jab. Jab's even better at this. If you can do jab F-strong at the ledge. If DIing out will kill them. And with jab being your fastest ground normal, that's obviously a really strong tool to have. Alright, Frigo doing a good job baiting the parry right there. Not getting too aggressive here. Frigo is doing a decent amount of approaching right now because Peachy's just kind of waiting. But a lot of these approaches feel very thoughtful and kind of like built the scout out what Peachy's going to try to do. Lots of successful bait and punish play here. And that is going to be giving Frigo game 1 even with the homie stock. So yeah, the confidence certainly not unwarranted here. Also, Kit Kat, thank you very much for the raid with a party of 6. That's kind of epic. Alright, and you come just in time to see everyone's favorite stage in the game, Tempest Peak. Ooh, almost an immediate SD from Frigo that time. Very slightly unfortunate, but still hanging on. And this is a pretty good Rondo stage, but it's also a pretty good Ellie stage, so kind of an interesting choice here. Gonna be doing a lot for both parties. Ellie, it's good to have space to fly around and ladder combo the opponent, but Rondo's really good at making use of those platforms, as you see there. Detailed F-strong on flats is a very scary thing to get hit by. It's important to note too with Ellie, even though she's a heavy, she has really poor, what is it? Gravity acceleration? Specifically hits on gravity acceleration, meaning that she dies earlier off the top than Setterburn, I believe. Ooh, but it doesn't matter when you have the funny top tier move up there, taking Frigo's first stock here, and actually making the game almost even. To be fair, when it's Eliana, are you ever actually losing? This character is constantly in disadvantage, but never losing, I feel like. Very strange dichotomy to have to internalize when you're playing her. Well, the tongue right there, catching the up tilt, definitely weird up tilt from Peachy. Not sure what the call that was there. Throwing out the steam here. One thing I think might actually be kind of nice on this stage, and I don't really play this matchup much, I usually play Clarion vs Rano, but one thing I think might actually be strong here is Steam on the plats. If Rano's trying to land on plat, you can kind of force him to dive kick or try to come on the platform at an awkward angle, which will be a lot easier to punish. And essentially guarantee that you know what the Rano's going to do every time. Got a down strong here. Far drift from Frigo. G not able to take the stock here. The outside to ledge are a little bit unfortunate. Frigo's using Tongue a lot to just kind of punish these safely. Because there are a lot of situations where Peachy is just leaving himself open for these big punishes with Tongue and really any of Rano's other combo starters, but Tongue in particular is proven to be one of the most fatal for Peachy. No up strong from Frigomaniac, but Eliana probably kill percent right here. Good bear spike into up strong. Frigo finding it even in the bubble. Certainly a very well fought game. Frigomaniac gonna be going up 2-1 here. Definitely looking to make a good run. I haven't seen Frigomaniac on stream in quite a while, so definitely good to see them popping off here. Did not update. There we go. Yeah, definitely trying to make their name known tonight. Getting caught with the Tongue once again. I do like the stage choice a lot from Peachy. It's gonna be really good for just kind of shoving Rano right into the blast zone. There are a lot of things that Eliana can do on the stage that are absolutely terrifying. Bair and up air become so much harder to DI effectively, and up tilt as well, with the way the blast zones are on the stage. Dash stacking right into a Tongue. Peachy mixing up the drift. Frigo not able to catch them right there. And good, waiting for it, remembering that Rano has essentially 2 different power send animations for that move. Tech read right there. First stock is going to be going to Frigomaniac once again. Very good catch with the down strong. That's usually a commitment that you want to be very careful about making, but it paid off there. Back air, not ready for it. I feel like Ellie back air is kind of like a Diet Kragnair. You have similar access to just like back air chains in a way that Krag does. And a lot of the time if you DI straight out, you're just kind of gonna die. So you have to have really smart drift in a lot of situations. I feel like near the rock wall especially it becomes incredibly terrifying. I pretty much won entire games by just hitting back air at like 10. It's a really good move when you use it effectively. I feel like Peachy's been having a really hard time with neutral so far. Like, I kind of feel like Peachy's neutral has been pretty grounded. A lot of situations we're seeing a lot of a good amount of use of short hop and full hop missile for sure, but also quite a bit of just like F tilt. Obviously you just don't just want to stay airborne all the time with Ellie, but I think there were a lot of situations where Peachy could have gone more airborne and definitely could have gotten a bit more. It's just generally a bit better at option coverage, and that would have paid off a lot in the long run. By the way, Frigomaniac taking a set 3-0, going to be moving on to losers quarters in a little bit. We have one on the side of this. I don't know what side of it this is. Again, I do not have a bracket here, so you need to bear with me for a moment. Okay, just one sec. We have Corpsvette versus KD8 coming up. From one D-Gen player to the next. So this is Rano Maple. We have 2 Ranos in this bracket as well, interesting. So lots of water characters once again. No Arcane tonight, which I'm all here for. Arcane is one of the many banes of my existence, so totally down. We have some kind of piss baby character diversity. Am I allowed to say that? Yeah. Peachy is poggers. Eliana's cool. Sorry, I want to hydrate. But yeah, the character diversity tonight might be a little bit piss baby, not gonna lie. We have, what do we have? We have Absa, Eliana, 2 Maples, 2 Ranos, and 2 Edeli. Dang. Kinda pain. Anyway, we have our second Verano and Maple coming in here. And we're starting off on Frozen Gates. Definitely a great stage. Actually, no, not Frozen Gates. We're starting off on Toaster Gates. There we go. Best stage in the game. Easy. Anyway, jumping into this here. Ooh. Core. What was that? Really suspicious dive kick from Core. I'm not sure what the plan was right there. I guess maybe a jump cancel that he missed? Very strange way to start off the game. KD8 just kind of taking it, running with it. Getting a bit of a stock lead right here. And trying to keep the damage coming. Okay, getting it down strong. And there's no Lily here to aid in edge guarding, which is a little bit unfortunate. But we're forced to use a bubble kick recovery. Definitely a last resort for Verano. KD8 a little slow on the punish, and that's gonna be a stock, yeah. Definitely, I think KD8 could have stood to get a bit more aggressive right there. There are lots of ways you can deal with Verano in bubble if you want to get aggro. Sometimes you can even just let Verano kick you into the bubble. Either way, KD8 is finding the stock now. Once again, about a full stock lead right. Wait, that didn't hit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy it didn't hit, because Tongue is stupid. But I thought KD8 just walked right into the active frames. This game is broken. Dan, fix your game. Alright, though. I'm gonna have a dash attack here. KD8 was 69%. No longer guaranteed the W, unfortunately. And a missed input from KD8 as well. SDs from both sides this game, the cores may prove to be a little bit more costly. KD8 going for the wrap tech chases here. Ugh, I don't know if that was good DI from Core all the way off stage. The bubble's gonna save Core, but really nice reaction from KD8 just going right up there. Catching exactly where Core is gonna be and using the uppercut to seal game 1. Alright. So, good stuff to KD8. Definitely having a strong start to the set. I haven't seen KD8 and Inter in a while. It's very, very good to have him back. Legion players kind of showing up this week, potentially. Alright. Tongue in neutral. Tongue in neutral is overpowered. SMH in my head. So far, you can definitely see what Core is going for here. Going to be trying to use the plots quite a bit on the stage, just like any good Verano would. Center flat in particular is really nice. We're just kind of having a place to like center your neutral around. Pun not intended. KD8 getting a little greedy there potentially, going for the vertical tether. I honestly, if I were KD8 right there, I would have held that, because it definitely seemed like Core had enough time to parry. Situations like that, you can just charge the strong, get super bold with it, and try to bait a parry out of them. It's a really effective strategy at this level because a lot of the time players are going to be playing pretty scared, and if you tap into that fear and bait out their parries, you're going to be getting a lot of mileage. KD8 having an even game right here because you got an F strong. Unfortunate. But I feel like KD8's combos tonight having kind of slow pace in a way. Like, ooh, Course in the situation once again. KD8 not really going out and doing anything. I guess Maple doesn't really have like a dare he can just kind of throw out and do it, but I would definitely say go out and let Rano kick you into the bubble at the very least. Because if you time it right, Rano's just going to fall to their death after that. But yeah, I feel like KD8's been comboing almost slow tonight. Just like, it feels like there isn't that much confidence behind his combo game. A lot of the strings he's going for, it's like, there's hesitation. That's probably a better way to describe it. It's hesitation, which is essentially what's making it feel slow. Oh, but he's now strong slipped right past the platform and uppercutting. They punish the F-strong charge. He is doing a very good job finding these uppercuts. You've definitely seen some good use of uppercut from KD8 in the past, and there's all the more of that right here. Alright, the F-strong. Evening out the game once again. Core doing a decent job finding these kills. F-strong is definitely a weird tool for Rano, not a particularly great move, but it's been working out so far, and if it ain't broke, why fix it, right? Some appears here from KD8, just trying to rack up damage. I actually do like KD8 leaving the mark on, because right now, if Core is marked again, yeah, this is potentially death percent if KD8's able to set up for a tether up air situation. Grax is in winners finals a race, just as it was intended. Very good DI, and especially drift DI right there from Core. Hanging on, but it did not pay off. KD is going to be taking game 2 as well. Core, this tournament game, potentially tournament game right here. There is a lot on the line for Core. Will he be able to make the comeback? Question mark. I don't know where my brain is right now. No thoughts, head empty. Just say words and hope they sound good. Alright though, not a bad counter pick from Core. There's definitely a lot of plot option against Rano. Can do better than most of the casts on the stage. It's a phenomenal Rano stage. So, I just see the idea here. So you get some good bubble punishes. Core's punish game is really good. I feel like we haven't seen too much of Core's tech chasing tonight, which is one of the things he's best at. That hit? How did that hit? Okay. Oh, and the fair right there. Duncan Core. That's first stock. Going to KD8. Alright, nice little... Ooh. And not really a double dunk, but kind of a double dunk. KD8 getting a big lead right here. Very good offstage play right there. It's kind of eviscerating Core's second stock. Definitely in a great position to be in is Rano. With Rano being a little bit on the light side, it's going to be a little bit difficult. You gotta play really well. Oh, but a 4-stack bubble, that's going to help a lot. I'm also surprised Core didn't try to just parry Lily earlier and like sacrifice a couple seconds or a couple like frames of bubble time, because that was still the 4-stack bubble. There's so much you can do with that. That it's kind of okay to like make a little mistake here, just kind of back off for a second if you need to. Oh, and the F-strong there. Not the best DI from KD8, but a quick little tether, not gonna get caught. That time though, no tether available. Alright. Ooh, parry down strong. And this isn't great if you're Core. Oh, well, okay, he's back on stage, but you need to be careful about getting ledge trap. Wouldn't be taking too much damage here. Okay, he's gonna just dash back F-strong here. Trying to punish any chance Core has it landing or approaching. And it is working out for the most part. Realistically, KD8 is just 1 or 2 good hits away. Yeah, that's gonna be it. KD8, gonna be winning 3-0 for that set. Core and Peachy are out at 7th, so good stuff to both of them for making an inter, making some progress here tonight. You love to see it. Hoping to see you continue growing in the coming weeks, especially if the brackets aren't as messy as this one was, because dear lord. Okay, so also hi Dose, how are you doing? Did not realize you were here. That's kind of hype. Just grab these 2 sets. Okay. Dose, how do you feel about watching more Rano games? Because we have a second Rano in top 8 here. We're going to be having Frigomaniac versus JKlo coming up next. That's the same matchup, isn't it? Wow. What was that I was saying about character diversity being piss here? Because kind of is. Yeah. Okay, so some nights are just like that, you know? Not much you can do about it. Just gotta root for them all just the same. Let me... Nope, that is not it. That should be it. Okay. What's game 1? That is gonna be our game 1. So yeah, JKlo versus Frigomaniac. For Frigomaniac. I can spell, I swear, for first side of Loser's Quarters. Woo. Okay. So yeah. What can I say about this? Well, we just watched this, MU, so I guess we'll just be expanding on what I was saying before. As you've seen, JKlo, definitely a much more explosive player than Katie. It has a much more solid punish game. Will definitely falter a bit in some other areas, particularly recovery. But the damage is very real right here. Already 60% on the board. And remarked. I know Frigo generally tries to play a bit of a slower strategy right here. Okay. It's gonna be no kill from JKlo just yet. Very nice parry bait right there, though. That's what I was talking about earlier for KD. Sometimes you just gotta run up to them and threaten the strong attack. It's a really, really powerful option if you know how to use it effectively. I feel like JKlo's doing a really good job of that, of like scouting out these parries. Ooh, not quite right there though. Gonna get it, and the up strong, taking the first stop. Not quite an even game, but one good combo from JKlo will definitely, or from Frigo rather, will make it one. One thing that's kind of interesting is that JKlo isn't really using Lily much that much right now. From what I've noticed, a lot of the big plays in which JKlo is using Lily are ping pongs, but there isn't a lot of like Lily ledge trapping or too much Lily in neutral. We have one right there, right as I say it, but Lily hadn't been out for quite a while up until that point. I definitely have to wonder when it is in particular that they're deciding to bring Lily out. Because that is definitely something you need to be using effectively. I mean, obviously, you know, it's one of your jewels, and it's a very powerful tool for Maple when utilized effectively. Back air. Come on. Alright, there's the bear. Frigo once again Frigo now having a bit of a good lead. Kind of fishing for the kill potentially. JKlo trying to keep the advantage coming. I'm a little bit surprised that JKlo didn't mark. I'm pretty sure throwing a nut right there would have just like marked Frigo, so then you get another chance to wrap them and keep the parry punish going. Could be wrong about that, but I believe it does. Didn't really get the best distance on the bubble right there. It looked like, ooh, Lily betraying right there. Hey, there is Frigo marked. It's not a bad spot to be in if you're JKlo, but the blast zone is going to be a very bad spot for Frigomaniac. Finding the up strong right there and taking game 1. We're going to go into JKlo's counter pick, which is going to be the other tri-plat. We're going to, or rather the other tri-plat, because yeah, we're going to Pridemore. I feel like I don't see the stage that often. Most people much prefer Chapel, but it's good. It's pretty good. I don't know. Maybe this is the Shovel Knight fangirl in me talking, because the stage is tight. That game in general is tight. But we can talk about Shovel Knight some other time. Right now, good start from JKlo, racking up 85%. Oh, let me see if we said Dare too right here. I know the Ranos have been trying to find more uses for Dare recently, particularly Dare 2 I hear might be kind of broken, so I'm gonna see if we're gonna set up for some good situations there, but the Upstrong is gonna be taking their first stock. And the Upstrong Ledge Trap, the classic here. Let's see here. Once again, I feel like... I wonder how much the late ledge would really impact the way JKlo is trying to edgeguard here. Obviously, I don't play Maple too much, so my knowledge of Lily ledge trapping isn't the strongest. Ooh, jumping right into the Upstrong. Interesting catch from Frigomaniac. Certainly not quite an even game, but is going to help a little bit. Jumping into the down strong though, both players getting caught with these strong attacks on the platform. You have to be careful about them. The overhanging plots definitely give you space to kind of drift back and force the opponent to commit harder when edge guarding. But if you're not smart about it, you're just gonna fall right onto their attack. There are lots of ways to utilize overhanging plats, both on offense and defense. I feel like it makes them a more interesting stage mechanic, and I think especially for a character like Rano, you can make really good use of them, no matter which side you're on. This is a pretty good Maple stage, but I don't know. I know for Rano, this is when I'm usually a bit hesitant to let them go to. And there, and that is not going to be the game. Good DI from Frigo, but the fair, yeah, that's just gonna kill. If I remember 2 DI fair, it's just a weird move, just because, like, I think there's like 4 moves in the game that's in that knockback angle, give or take, like 4 or 5. Not very many overall, so having the muscle memory for it is basically impossible. I kind of agree that Pridemore looks really tall, but I don't know, for like, I just don't like the water effect on a lot of stages. I like having full clarity when I'm down there, so I'd rather they just not have the water in the first place, personally. Speaking of water, water is Pog. I don't know why, but my voice is really dead right now, so I'm sorry if I sound more scratchy than normal. I always point this out and people usually don't notice, but I notice and I feel bad. Anyway, Merchant Port. I'm very used to seeing Maples pick the stage, but definitely known as being one of the more even, if not the most even stage in the game. Fairly safe pick from Frigomaniac here. That being said, there are a lot of platforms. I feel like the side plats are really good places to put Lily on the stage. There are tons and tons of ways to utilize him as Maple. And JKlo trying to take full advantage of that right now. We're seeing more Lily at ledge right now, and yeah, it's been helping quite a bit. And the bubble, kind of saving Frigo, but also spelling their demise. JKlo gonna be up more than a full stock already. Definitely a very commanding lead so far. Feels like Frigomaniac just doesn't have an answer. The double dunk just gonna throw away your own stock to maintain that full lead. JKlo kind of going off this game. Again, I really like JKlo's punish game. Super, super fun to watch. And pretty fun to play against from the games I had with him earlier. Just trying... Oh yeah, no, Estuary is better than Merchant, far and away. Hard to agree on that one, just. Gonna be a wrap on the top platform. And Frigo taking a ton of damage right here. JKlo just kind of looking for one good hit. Again, remember, I know it's probably awkward for Maple, but... Oh, wait. You still did it anyway. That wasn't what I was gonna say, but you know what? That actually works just fine. Good for you. I've never seen that one before, just knocking the bubble out of the way before they can kick it. Oh, that's a new one. That's a new one. I usually see either you letting Rano kick yourself into the bubble, or trying to knock Rano into the bubble and then just hit the bubble away when Rano's in it. So, no, I'll take that. Definitely don't want to be whiffing a dare off stage. That is just... Your stock is gone. Crab Rave. We're going back to Prison Day. This has definitely been a common stage pick today. Lots of maples and lots of runners, so it makes a ton of sense. This is a pretty good stage for both characters. They can make fantastic use of the flats. The stage is pretty pog. Ooh. And already that's gonna be a dead Frigomaniac. Gonna have to be a little bit more careful here, maybe. JKlo's been finding a lot of early stocks, so Frigo's gonna have to definitely be in a bit of a comeback mindset, I think. Just not get too shaken up. Keep their head in the game. Certainly isn't over yet, but... Yeah, it certainly isn't over yet, but this is possibly not a great position to be in if you're Frigo here. Be fair. And at the Duncan once again, Frigo forced bubble. Much better use of it that time, just not giving JKlo the chance to hit you at all. And detailed up strong. Gonna be taking JKlo's first stock. Definitely looking to be a bit more even thus far, I think. Because JKlo didn't have the chance to just throw away their own stock for the stock trade. But that is gonna be it right there, yeah. Once again, at a basically full stock lead. Weird spot to put Lily, I think. One thing you do have to be careful of, that is one good thing about not overusing Lily, is that you don't always want to just place Lily down, because then if you actually need her, you're not gonna have access to her. I don't think JKlo has fallen victim to that too often, but it is something I'm seeing a lot with these like Lilies on the top plot here. It feels like a strange decision to me. And I'm not entirely sure what the thought process is behind them, because a lot of the time you're immediately pushing the game further off to the left. Yeah, no, Katie, I get that. I'm just saying, like, it's better if you don't. I know it's, like, not always easy. Ooh, I don't know if Frigomaniac had any options there. Obviously the bubble was there, but I think it was too low to DI into. So JKlo gonna be taking the set 3-1, it looks like. JKlo will be moving on to losers semifinals in just a little bit. Guys, ready for more Maple? Let's go. Third Maple set in a row. We're gonna be having Crusaderzim versus KD8 coming on here. So not too, again, not much I can add. We've seen a lot of Maple so far. We're probably gonna be seeing a lot more going forward, because at the very least JKlo is still in the bracket. Oh wait, I didn't update Zim's character. Ah, screaming. Apsa. The one salvation from from the water characters in Maple of this bracket. That has, at least the very least, the one that's remained standing is going to be Zim. Honestly, Kit Kat, we have a lot of Maples in Recess. You'd be surprised at how many there are. There is not more than one Ellie. Well, actually, there was in the whole bracket. It would have been you and Peachy. And actually, Attraction by Zero was also an Ellie. But, if you meet on the stream, I don't know. Absa and Eliana are basically the same character anyway, are they not? In the wise words of Xenius, Eliana is just drunk Absa. There we go. So we actually only have 4 characters in bracket tonight. Isn't that a shame? But so far, fairly even game, I think. It was technically only 5, but yeah. None of them were Arcane. There is most likely an Arcane in the main bracket stream though, so if you catch up tomorrow, you should see at least 1 Arcane. The shoe has been buckled. Let's go, KD8. Oh, weird uppy right there from Zim, just kind of going the top flat with uppy. Alright. You're all talking about Arcane. My mind breaks every time Arcane is mentioned. I'm getting a shoe buckle, but it's not going to kill this time. Ooh, and we got some ledge trapping right here. What's KD8 going to do? KD8 is going to die. Unfortunate. Trying to uppercut right through the uppy. Definitely a good option to deal with quick attack. One of the best ways to deal with the move is simply throw a longer ranged or longer lasting move at it. And usually it will just flat out beat it because of the negative disjoint on quick attack. So uppercut, not a bad option there because of the iframes. Weird Thunderline, gonna be getting punished for it. KD8 taking a little bit of headway in this game. Was a bit far behind, but now it's looking fairly even. And with this juggle, could be a little bit more than even for KD8. Could be taking the lead here. Finding the remark. I'm really looking for this wrap right now. I don't know if a wrap will enable you to kill right here. But it's never bad to get a wrap. You can do quite a lot off of it. Not spacing it well enough, but also not getting parried for it, so I guess it works out. And no up air. Not sure if that was good DI from Zim, but KD8 finding the down strong. Very nice. Seeing more Lily Ping Pongs. Those are a lot more fun than 1-2 buckle my shoes, I think. Even though I like the shoe buckle, just for the name alone. Lily Ping Pongs are a fair bit more interesting to watch, I think. Going into game 2. Sim gonna be going to Fire Explorer, which I like this pick quite a bit. Definitely gonna be abusing that low ceiling as best he can. But it's gonna be hard for KD to hang on to these stocks here, I think. And like KD hasn't found too many stocks off of Tether Up Air tonight. Whereas Zim is still gonna find stocks off of like Tilt Up Air a little bit more reliably. So I like this. We're cutting right into the Thunder line more or less. Okay, trying to use platforms here. I feel like again Zim's playing a lot slower tonight. We are seeing more use of the jump cloud right now, though. This is definitely where Zim shines. When he's able to play the long game and just sort of keep throwing clouds at you and forcing you to maneuver around them, it can be really difficult to actually get any meaningful neutral wins against him. Seeing right there, KD8. Waiting out the Lily parry timer. Very smart use of invincibility. I need a drink right there. Okay. Getting the buckled shear right there. Just gonna up strong from the wrap. That's some pretty big damage here. And a mostly even game for game 2. Nobody converted off the fair. Good DI from KD8. Okay, nice rewrap, or remark rather, but nothing big off of it. Still gotta find the next wrap. I'm the only one on comms by my own choice, because if I had someone else for comms, I wouldn't be able to hear game audio, which I really don't like when I'm commentating, if I can avoid it. I had a couple people offer, but I'll deal. You don't want to know how. I honestly could not explain it to you. It's really confusing. My computer just hates me, so I'm dealing with solo commentary for the next couple weeks, apparently. I know, it's not the best, but I'll be fine. Ooh. Zim missing the second zip, I think? By the way, not making it back to stage. KD having a bit of a lead right here. Oh, but the F tilt up air is going to be taking that stock, pretty much making it an even game here. Definitely got to be careful about coming off the top. That's gonna be really scary on this stage. No, we're not doing this like band commentary. Please, no. The game's slowing down a little bit right here. I feel like KD8's a little bit more hesitant to approach right now. Beanie's falling behind a little bit. Might be worried about falling into something like an F12 up air, which is totally reasonable. That will absolutely eviscerate your stock at this percent. Ooh, and the up strong. Finding it right there on the platform, and that is going to be game 2. We're going in 1-1. The toasters do go burr. I really like them. The toasters make me happy. Let's go KD8. KD8's cultured. See, he picks estuary instead of merchant, as everyone should. I don't understand why some people find this so difficult. SMH. Unless it's like game 1 and the game just randomly decides you don't get to pick estuary. That happens to me sometimes and I don't understand it. Kit Kat, just unlock everything normally. Nerd. Please don't, it takes so long. Zim looking for some cloud hits right here. Playing a lot more, not a lot more campy, but still very campy this game. Just kinda gonna be jumping back, throwing the clouds. One thing I don't think I'm seeing enough from KD8 is use of crouch cancel to just sort of tank some of these cloud hits. A lot of the time KD8 just kind of runs right into them, which definitely makes it tricky to approach Apsa. You do need smart use of crouch canceling in the matchup, more so than Mist. And we are once again seeing a little ping pong combo. That time that was him air dodging into it. Still a good catch from KD8. It's actually, well, not a big lead, but KD8 is going to be hanging on to his third stock. Definitely trying to get some extra credit here. And honestly, it's not that bad that KD8 isn't really approaching too much. Even if the upper is evening things out, you have a lead like that, you are totally allowed to play to the clock. The fair right there. Not getting anything big off of it though. Do you think that's, again, something KD8 could probably stand to work on a little bit, is just the ability to put on pressure and get aggressive in situations that call for aggression. I feel like Punish Game is really suffering right now. We're getting a wrap right there, yeah. And nice little side switch, catching Zim off guard with the DI. Definitely a little shaken after that one. A lot more standing clouds right now. I'm not entirely sure if this is just Zim not wanting to think too hard about his cloud placements. But we're seeing somewhere right now, but for a second there, just kind of standing still, waiting for it to happen. I have to wonder what the idea here is from Zim. Okay. Not sure I'm sending KD8 off stage. He's fishing a little bit, trying to find an up air and up strong, but a lot of the time Zim just kind of throwing these options out somewhat haphazardly, not really thinking too hard. I don't think KD's getting very many punishes off them, but it still isn't great. It's not a great look into Zim's mindset. Once again, just gonna keep playing slow. KD having a hard time approaching. Zim's racking up a lot of damage here. You're not quite an even game, but it's certainly getting there. And Down strong. More damage. Not a great parry punish, but I'm not exactly sure what's better because I think there are some issues with Sweet Spot Dare. It's not the worst option, but it's also not a great one. Oh. There's a little string right there, but it's not going to lead into a kill, I think. So we're looking for an up air instead. That might have been it. Okay. Very slow play right now. Katie is approaching with dash attack in particular a lot. I don't think necessarily a bad thing, because a lot of the time it is good to stay grounded versus Absa if you can. Ooh, okay, the down strong right there. Going to be sealing the Katie up 2-1. So definitely a pretty good position to be in here. Zim potentially on his tournament life right here. Gonna have to bring in all the stops. I think going to better Fire Capital is a good pick here. With Zim's slower playstyle, this is gonna really enable better use of Cloud and generally better use of just slowing down the game. It's not also the best Maple stage. I don't think it's awful, but it's not a great one. So pretty good stage pick, I think. But Kate isn't having too hard of a time getting past these right now. I mean, Zim not always putting the Cloud in the best spot. Even though his movement with Cloud is really good. Katie kind of just running right past him in a lot of situations. Not really having to think too hard about how Cloud is going to impact the way he plays neutral. Definitely helps a lot, because it kind of just means you can throw yourself at Absa, and it's gonna work out just as well as any other shot. Still no crouch cancel. I'm not sure if KD could even crouch cancel some of these, but you would think it helps. Going in with the dash attack and a tether fair. I thruster check. I was not sitting well. I'm sorry. And hydrate. Thank you. I really need to hydrate right now. Chat looking out for my health and well-being. That's kind of epic. And once again, Zim kind of going into the state of just playing grounded and is going to be getting 1 T-Buckle my stewed for it. But the up air right away going to be basically keeping things even. Absa up air, cringe. Trying really hard to find an up tilt right here, just whacking Katie out of the sky, but it's not really working. And yeah, Katie trying to slow down. The game is basically even right now, but you can still take the slower pace of play if you want to. It's not a bad option if you want to. I think some of these very aerial approaches from Katie I think he's starting to go for right now might not be the best way to go with the way Absa anti-airs really effectively. You gotta be careful about how you're jumping in on her. But the S-Strong. That was a very odd time to S-Strong. But it looks like it's gonna work out. Katie having the stock lead here. Alright, up tilt. Just kind of slowly chipping away at Kira. Even if I wanted to have a bracket command, I literally can't. It's a paper bracket. The round name is on the screen. It's loser's quarters, but yeah, you can just look at the bottom of the screen. Oh wait, little rewrap right there. Is Katie not gonna get another one? Almost finds it. Okay, Kira, normally I wouldn't be that mean about it because I get sometimes you're not gonna look at everything, but I use the stream tool that everyone else does, so you should know where to look for the round name. Yeah, I heard you guys used a paper bracket for Arena too. Oh, no, punish off of it. That could be a big drop from KD8. But, nah, never mind. Leprechaun. That's gonna work out just fine. KD8 is moving on to have a Maple Ditto in loser semis. I don't know Maple things. This character is hard to commentate. She's not that hard to commentate, but I don't know. I just don't know Maple well enough to commentate. Oh, but you know what Ditto I do know well enough to commentate? Oh, you guys know what it is. Oh, it's time. Oh, we have some people here who weren't here last week. Oh, yes. Those of you who were here earlier know what time it is. I'm really excited for this set. Not gonna lie. Need to go grab the replays, but it's Grax. We have more Grax. Let's go. For those who have so for those of you who need context, I think it's gonna be quite a few of you. I love Grax, like, to death. Grax is one of my favorite players to watch. In these brackets, in all these brackets. Last week we had Grax Maqo Grand Finals. They went to Game 5, and Maqo was able to just barely take it. With a Game 5 reverse 3-stock. So that was really cool. Can I count? Am I literate? These are questions that need to be asked. There's game 1. Okay. Sorry. So yeah, Grax is really funny. He's really, really good at finding freezes. So you're often just gonna see Grax kind of go for things and then work when they have absolutely no reason. Oh, trust me, Edalus is really degenerate. I'm expecting nothing but the sheer biggest degen play you're gonna see in this bracket. That's why it's fun. Yeah. Alright, Icicle down air. You don't normally see that on stage like that. And the Dacus gonna be taking the first stock. Grax getting in a bit of an early lead here. The armor is definitely gonna help with that a lot. Up tilt. Kind of shredding some of the armor here. Still hanging onto it, but yeah, one dash attack gonna burn it entirely. That's gonna be a parry. Grax hanging on here. And some nice little damage out of that freeze. Possibly getting a little bit greedy with the down B right there. And the hammer. Maqo not able to stop Grax from getting the armor, and that's gonna help lift to 200 here. Obviously this isn't like too crazy for Edalus, but still really scary. Both sides throwing out all the icicles they can. And Maqo not getting their read. Grax living at 240 with armor. Let's go, oh wait, that froze? I guess that's dash attack hurt box, but really? Oh, okay. Grax trying to get the up air. Somehow living. Okay. Wow. And finally, Maqo finding the parry strong. Going to be living here. Does have a lot of progress to make in this game, but we've seen both these players make some crazy comebacks. So you can never count either of them out in the matchup. Also, yeah, Aubrey, I know it has negative disjoint. It just didn't look like... He moved so fast that I wasn't able to tell where his head was, is basically what happened. Yeah. Oh, and once again, getting hit by the edge of the freeze. No big punish here. Grax possibly getting a little bit too overzealous. Oh, never mind. Managing to wait out the parry. And that... Why did that... Maqo was below him. Maqo was literally on the ground below him, but that still froze. That's... Oh, good game. Good game. I love this game so much. There is literally nothing wrong with it. Yeah, Maqo had basically no options right there. Take a shot every time down B comes out. Alternatively, take a shot every time icicles come out. I think either one will kill you by the end of this game. Nice little string from Maqo here. Racking up a lot of damage, and the Dacus is going to scoop successfully. Idolus, absolutely broken. This character actually works. What the hell? But now it's Grax's turn to try to bring the pain here. Maqo back on stage, a little concerning. Oh, I find some of these upbeats really weird from Grax. I guess it kinda lets him jump getting past the icicles, but I don't know. There might be better options. Really, realistically, just parry the icicles forehead, but yeah. I do think Grax is a little bit worse at parrying icicles than Maqo. Maqo's been doing a really good job this game, kind of just waiting for Grax to press the funny side B button and then get a big punish off of it. Definitely an important thing to do in the Idolus matchup. Just learning how to stay a bit more grounded and find those icicle parries when they become available to you. Because if you know that against Idolai that like to use icicles a lot, you're going to be able to rack up a lot of damage really quickly. Right, Grax over a full stock behind right now, but like I said earlier, can never count either one of these players out. They're both really good at finding some of the strangest and silliest comebacks you'll see in Rivals. Not the best CI for up air. Maqo missing the parry, but so fairly close to taking this game. That's gonna be it, isn't it? Yeah. Grax got toasted. You hate to see it, truly. I love Grax so much. I'm sorry, it's impossible. There's so much lore around Grax in this stream. And we're on Toaster Gates. Let's go race me. $25 for a Toaster emote. What a legend. Idolus tilt boost. That was really random time to tilt boost if it was, but cool. Sorry. Okay, yeah. This is a stage I know both these players like quite a bit. Had Grands last week was literally just this stage and Abyss. Those are the only two stages. Which, I mean, that's just peak Rivals, is it not? Two of probably the least liked stages in the game. Ooh, that's a bit of an uncomfortable position to be if you're Grax. Oh, but Maqo must be getting a little bit overzealous right there and getting S-strong for his troubles. Getting up aired right there. Maqo really looking for this next up air and not finding it. Little low percent Dacus right there. And Grax trying to go for the funny combo. And Maqo SDing, giving Grax all this leeway. You do not want to give leeway to an entity as powerful as Grax here. Icicles not going to kill. And landing with the F tilt. There goes Maqo's armor. Grax could probably find a kill right here. Just gets a good starter. Ooh, never mind. That's gonna be kill for Maqo. And the armor, it's 69. Nice. I feel like this is still low enough where an opposing Idolus should be able to shred the armor pretty quickly. So that should probably be Grax's game plan here. Yeah, there goes the armor. And there's gonna be a freeze. Maqo rolling in time, but still gonna get down strong for his shovels. That was a very good freeze from Grax. Going to be sealing the deal on game 2. Grax is 1 game away from going to winner's side grand. Let's go, Grax. Let's go. Best. The only valid Edalus player. IMO. I still love you, Maqo. You're fun to watch. I think this is a pretty good stage trick from Maqo. Obviously in a Ditto, you do have to think about, like, both characters are going to be able to use the stage pretty well, but at least I wonder, because I feel like Grax doesn't use too much flat drop aerial. I wonder if Maqo's going to be the type of player to take more advantage of that. Hey, I mean, well, it did not work for Grax last... Maqo, what was this? This is peak neutral. Really, glue hours, you know? I think both of them just had their glue refill in between this game and the last, and yeah, I mean, working out right now for Grax. Once again, 217 with armor. Oh wait, never mind, there's no armor. Maqo has the armor, so comfy position for Maqo to be in for sure. And the Dacus is gonna catch Grax before he's able to get armor back. Definitely gotta be careful about that. Okay, put some ice down on the top plat. Grax missing the up air and losing the stock for it. It's okay. No, it's okay. Grax is actually unkillable. The only way for Grax to lose is if he messes up. Maqo! Neutral get up into the hammer. Grax getting another hammer as he falls off stage. Really? Man, Grax is just too strong right now. Maybe at 100 and about to die, but too strong. Down strong. To Maqo, stop cheating. Grax's plot armor, remember? So game 5 is going to Treetop, which I think is really funny. Obviously in Ditto, it's not going to matter that much, but I think it's kind of funny that Grax would pick one of Edalus's worst stages to cap off an Edalus Ditto set. Besides trying to throw their icicles out, just get some big damage here. Yeah, okay. Grax has like near infinite plot armor right now, so we're definitely going to see full power Grax here coming into game 5. The lore says that he must win, unfortunately. There's going to be a freeze. No chance for a punish, but Maqo's still leaving himself open for something after. Not the best CI on that fair. What's a story without stakes? Exactly. Normally, I'm the one trying to craft storylines within the sets, because, you know, commentator. But I feel like with Grax, the story is just self-evident. What really needs to be said here? Jumping at him with the hammer. Really, really bold option, and Grax keeps going for it. Is anyone else... The icicle sound is getting so grating, I love it. Biting the freeze on the plat! The hammer, no, that's really bad. Maqo not able to really DI it right. So, Drake's thinking of the even stocks. But Grax got to be careful about not getting hit right here. Okay, now you can get hit, you're fine. Grax, I'm telling you, Grax, actually such a good player. That's a really not great time to get frozen, and the armor race getting Grax Galaxy. jumping right into the S-Strong. Some would say this is Grax throwing for content, but Maqo definitely putting up a really good fight right here. The Dacus is not going to catch the down strong, but I definitely respect the attempt. There's the down strong. That might be a kill for Grax. Yeah, okay. A6, this is not impossible for Grax. This is anyone's game still. And Grax with the golden armor, showing off his true power in this winners finals last stock situation. Don't get parried. Down strong is gonna kill. Damn, Maqo. I thought, how does Maqo have the Grax plot armor? I swear, like, Grax is some unkillable entity, but then Maqo is the one person with, like, the ultra magic powerful sword. And it's the one thing that can slay Grax. It's really unfortunate. Hopefully, Grax will be able to take another shot at taking Maqo down in Grand Finals, but for the time being, we have JKlo versus KD8 for winners semifinals. Loser semifinals. No. I know how brackets work, and we're having another ditto, so I hope you're excited. I like how there are only 3 more matchups we can have for the entire night, which are, actually after that set, yeah, we were locked into just 3 potential matchups, which are Edalus Ditto, Maple Ditto, and Edalus Maple. Okay though, it's gonna be D-Gen KD8 versus JKlo. Thank you. Okay. New folder. Alright, I just need 1 minute right here, before we get started. So, you can excuse me for 1 second. We're gonna jump into this when I return. I am back. Unfortunately for you all, I'm back. And it is time for KD8 versus JKlo. So, Maple Ditto, yeah. Not too much I can say right out the gate, I think. I do like the Asteroid pick, if only for the aesthetic. Very, very nice stage. The aesthetic's really grown on me over time. Gotta say, I definitely appreciate the 8-bit aesthetic they have going on here. Oh no, KD8. Unfortunate SD to start out the set. And you can definitely tell it's kind of affecting KD8 a lot. Just all that time sitting on the respawn plat. Kinda recover from the mental self-blow. Definitely one of the toughest parts about SDing, I feel like, is just dealing with that, you know? I just realized that I could have had channel point bets going on this entire stream, and I didn't. Real quick, I'm gonna turn it on for the set, and for the next couple. So... Submission period, 2 minutes. Go, 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 do the thing. There you go. It's a lot harder to find out who won these sets, this stream in particular, because not as many people have access to the bracket very easily. And the up air right there, tether up air, is going to be doing the funny. JKlo having a bit of a lead still. This isn't impossible for KD8 though. I feel like a few more will help. I feel like just a few more neutral wins will even this game out if KD8's able to capitalize off of them effectively. And with able also being lightweight, yeah. Really looking for this wrap and getting it, but not killing. I don't know if he had enough time to up strong, and clearly he didn't think he did either. There's going to be another up there, and KD8 STing again. Not a particularly great great start to the set here. JKlo kind of running with the lead he's got so far. Going into game 2. Again, I don't know how much confidence KD8 has right now. That was definitely pretty unfortunate game 1. But we'll see. Definitely looking too shabby right here to start out. JKlo fishing a little bit for the down strong and still managing to find one. Definitely being the aggressor in a lot of these situations, and KD8 having a hard time not just letting JKlo come right in. Deal all the damage that he wants. Definitely has been a bit rough so far. I feel like KD8's mentality might be getting in the way here, because it's certainly not the best. And the unfortunate start of game 1 could have some pretty big ripple effects. Not even getting a follow-up off of the wrap. That's really unfortunate to see. F-strong definitely not going to kill. Good DI here from JKlo. Trying to hang on to this first stock as long as possible. He's already got a lot of extra credit here, but ooh, another display side view recovering from it that time. JKlo not able to capitalize off of this input. Alright, good mark right there. And sending him right up. I think JKlo could have DI'd into Lily to survive right there, but possibly just not realizing it until it was too late. Or alternatively, just not expecting it to Galaxy. I'm not sure. Definitely something you can keep in mind when there are stage hazards like Lily or Rock in the way. Once again, Tether Nair is going to be doing a lot of favors for JKlo. People just aren't expecting it. He's getting away with it way more than you would expect. I have to hydrate. I'm going to hydrate. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Erase. All of you D-Gen players are beating together in my mind. There's so many of you. Ooh, and the uppercut right there. Bringing the game fairly even. KD8 trying to stay in this as best he can. Okay, good up airs right there. Coming back on stage. And the parry not going to result in the kill. Let's see. No wrap. Lily in a pretty uncomfortable spot for KD8 right now. I'm not sure if we'll be able to capitalize off of the Lily. And last second, JKlo finding the parry. Gonna make matters even worse for KD8. The F strong, not gonna take it, but the up strong, KD8 a little preemptive on the parry. JKlo taking game 2, having, or rather being one game away from going to losers finals. KD8 gotta find an answer to JKlo's aggression real soon. I'm going for Aether high right here. I respect it. Just trying to go with the classics here, just do what'll work. Hello again, Yuri. Lots of jabs right here. I don't really know what Maqo jab is good for. I know it's one of those clunky jabs where it's kind of easy to just get out of it and make it pretty ineffective. But still a pretty quick move. There's some good stuff you can do with it. Ooh. Kind of double dunk right there. Getting a little bit of a back and forth ping pong here. Enemy up airs right there. Interesting. Okay. But the uppercut. Responding right back. And making this an even game once again. They've been able to keep these games relatively even. I just feel like KD8's usually not in the lead. Right, it's usually either like basically even or JKlo's favor, which is a little bit unfortunate. Ooh, going a little bit low. Right, using the tether there. I do wonder, I don't know if up tilt will cover tether above. So like, are you just limited to up strong? There must be other options for Maqo to cover it, but who knows, maybe I'm dumb and up tilt actually does just straight up beat it. I am not sure. Okay, almost rolling into that. JKlo trying to find a down strong right here. No luck yet. The simultaneous place Lily on plat. I respect it. They both have a strategy they want to do. They're going to do whatever they can to make it work. I get Lily back on the side plat and sending KD8 right back off stage. I'm really surprised Lily sent that way. Oh, there we go. Lily saving KD8, but JKlo's still finding a way to capitalize off of it. This could be the tournament stock for KD8 right here. Been able to find an answer real quick. Just cracking the whip. And JKlo right into the blast in. KD8 still in it here. Maybe down, but not out. Okay, the F strong sending him back off stage, but nothing big comes from it. Okay, not having JKlo, there we go. That side's marked again. JKlo, weird slide up strong right there. That could have been it. No down strong. Oh, there it's gonna be, and the second down strong is going to take out KD8. It's a 3-0 from JKlo. Moving on to losers finals, where he gets to face the man, the myth, the legend himself, Grax. So, here comes the last matchup we get from these last 4 or 5 sets. So yeah, JKlo won the prediction. So I think we all know where voting's going for this one. More than likely, it's gonna be JKlo and Grax. JKlo, Grax. Alright. Power time. Let me go grab the set before I jump into it. There it is. Grax vs. JKlo. No, not that set. Shoot. Ah! Brain rot. I am in brain rot mode right now. If you couldn't tell. No? Did that import? I cannot tell. My computer is kind of shitting itself right now, and I'm not sure why. It did, I just didn't look for them hard enough. So, let's see here. Okay, so Grax submitted them. That would be why. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, here we go. Oh, Basha check, thank you, Edo. Alright, we're going into game 1 on Toaster Gates. The classic starter, really good one for Adelos, going to be living super long on the stage. I am a little surprised JKlo left the so thin. I don't know, maybe it just happens like the stage. I guess we started on this last... No, actually we didn't. We started on... JKlo rolls into the hammer! A very dominant start from Grax, just going to be shredding the first stock. This is the Grax that I know and love. I think it's really funny how Grax will just keep using hammers for these punishes. I think a lot of people will just commit to them, commit to their defensive option too hard, and ends up working out. I think in practice it should be reactable, but yeah. Close, sneaking back right there. I think you haven't seen too many tethers from JKlo. Mostly just recovering the way you normally do is me. Oh no, he almost does it again. Grax gonna SD for some reason. And here comes more armor. Armor at 0. Oh yeah. Grax is taking 40% here. Yeah, unfortunate. No freeze, it's a good attack from JKlo. I'm pulling out some of the secrets here to take care of Grax. And a very nice up air ladder. And you just send in Grax to right into the ceiling. Flying with the toasters. No freeze right there. Oh, never mind. We got a classic down special. And this might as well be an even game. I don't care that Grax is at 100. I don't care that that might be a dead Grax. Nope, he lives. Ooh. Does not live that. Big rips. JKlo gonna be winning game 1. But Grax hoping to come back here full power on Forest Floor. Definitely gonna be Grax's time to shine. I think, anyway. I think it's really funny that Grax plays Edelos specifically because he does get the actual plot armor. I guess Shovel Knight also technically could have plot armor, but it feels more fitting for an Edelos player, you know? Ooh, that's gonna be a free tether right into the hammer, though. And once again, JKlo's first stock gonna be going down to a hammer. Grax super duper good at finding every opportunity he can. Just whack the opponent with it. We don't talk about SK in Alaska. Too jank. Oh yeah, we're seeing some big plot armor right now. He's getting a decent freeze punish right there. And another down B. They just keep on coming. And another one. JKlo might be getting a little bit too aggressive here to deal with the down B. Oh no. This is a big lead for Grax. Not totally sure how this is going to end up going. It's really, really scary to fall behind against any Edelos, but especially one like Grax, so we'll just get armor at every chance he gets. Now the snowball just keeps on rolling. Armor at 180, and you cannot die. Ugh. What was that knockback angle? Huh? I'm really confused. Dan, fix your game. JKlo finally finding the stock, but at 100%. This could be too little too late. No freeze right there. And there we go. Finally. Oh, it was Lily? He got knocked into Lily? Huh. Okay. Weird. JKlo What are you doing? I'm not crazy, right? I didn't just see Maple counterpick Edalus to Endless Abyss, right? I'm not crazy, right? This is really a suspicious counterpick. I am not sure if this is gonna work out. Cause, yeah, Grax getting the first stock right there, 30 seconds. It does have you parry icicles, but honestly, Yuri, it's not specifically against Edalus. Like, I'll pick the stage in Shovel Knight versus Edalus. It's because it's Maple. Maple really struggles on this stage. Platforms are a huge backbone of the way that she plays neutral, and people uses Lily to kind of zone out space. Without platforms, Lily becomes so much weaker because it becomes easier to parry her. So yeah, your point about icicles is definitely right, but still probably Maple's worst stage. And yeah, Grax getting the full stock lead here to accommodate for it. Alright, good down B. It is going to be swatted away though. And JKlo trying to look for a tech chase here. Not having an easy time finding it though. Definitely something you can always work to improve on as Maple. Or tech chase game is incredibly good. She can kind of just cover any option on reaction, I'm pretty sure, in some situations, or cover every option without even needing to react. It's really scary. And up tilt down strong? Grax, what are you on? What are you on? I have never seen that. Oh wow. That's sick, honestly. Really stupid, but really sick, taking full advantage of the extended hit stun of up tilt. Also, that's Giratina's theme from Platinum. There you go, Martzel. Good catch. Yeah, Giratina's theme on Abyss is really good IMO. I did not give Grax a second game. There you go, Grax. One game away from getting get another rematch against Maqo here. Parrying icicles can be really awkward on the stage. I do like this stage pick a lot more from JKlo. Definitely. Once again, tethering into the hammer though. Grax, your edge guarding is on point. Yes, Outcast, you're correct. This is how it was seen. But yeah, weird freeze right there. JKlo didn't have time to land. I don't know. I don't know what the master plan is right here. Guess it will be to... Oh. Huh. Alright. Well, that little conversion definitely going to be working for JKlo. Trying to even out the game here. Though, really, against Grax, is the game ever even unless Grax is already lost? No hammer that time. Jab one nair? Huh. That's really interesting. Grax has been having... I really like your use of jab this week, Grax. I feel like you've been getting a lot more, a lot better use out of trying to mix people up with just, like, not following up from jab 1. You didn't really do too much of that before, but yeah, I've been seeing so much more of it now, and I love to see it. And another hammer! So many hammers today. But a lot of hits here from JKlo. Grax's armor, that could be a bit of a death sentence here. Not often to go for armor. I'm a little surprised by that. I'm just expecting Grax just kind of pop the armor back and keep the plot armor. I'm speechless. I've never seen such blatant plot armor in my life. Grax, you are cheating. Please continue to cheat. Wow, lol. I was literally, look, I wanted to continue commentating right there. No, I have nothing to say. Wow, oh, wow. Wow. That's it. No, shut up. Asus Live update. God, I hate you. I'm gonna scream. Okay. So, we're jumping into this right here. We're gonna have yet another rematch. Maqo versus Grax. I am very excited to see this. I know Edelistas are degenerate, but come on. It's Maqo versus Grax. This is the matchup. This is the match you're all here for. You know it to be true, even if you don't want to admit it. Kalino, I'm gonna assume that you're not. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna assume that you're not. Everyone voted for Grax. No one voted for Kalino. Or, the Kalino, oh my god, my brain's broken. No one voted for JKlo. That's unfortunate, but honestly, fair. Okay, so we are once again voting on the same exact. I'm just gonna use the same thing we did last week, honestly, because this is the same exact set. Last week, of course, Grax just barely missed out on the reset, but we're gonna see. This could be his time to finally rise against Maqo. Once again, we're seeing a lot of icicles, I think, for the next game, next few games we have on screen, because both these players really like their icicles, and the thing is, Maqo is decent at parrying them, Grax doesn't really parry them very much at all, so both of them can kind of get away with pressing the icicle button a lot. Definitely what you're going to be seeing as they play is they're going to be trying to shut down each other's ability to jump and just get ice on the stage as much as possible. Players really like their freeze punishes too, so having more ice will help out with that. Ooh, okay, moving down me once again. And Maqo charging right in the face of the hammer. That was not exactly what Grax was looking for, I think. Icicles once again, just jumping right into them, but they're kind of trading their icicles. I think, in a lot of situations here, they're kind of trading icicles because they're both like jumping at each other and going for it. Yeah, you are, Slam. Alright, Grax is waiting right now. He has a fair bit behind, technically speaking, but we'll see. Alright, and there's gonna be an S-Strong. Maqo having a pretty good lead right here. Might not be the strong start Grax was looking for, but of course we got a full best of 5 here for Grax before the reset, so there's plenty of time to get that plot armor activated. Both of them kind of playing game chicken right now, trying to use dash attack cancels to just force each other to approach. Definitely something you'll be seeing quite a bit in Edelistas. We also just saw them ramming their heads at each other earlier, which, if they start doing that again, I would be totally down. Hammer is going to be killing Maqo, and suddenly this game is virtually even. Both of them have their low percent armor here. Certainly a bit of a scary situation. I mean, if you're Maqo, you had a really safe answer here. And another hammer to take the game. Grax, how do you do it? I don't understand. You find so many hammer hits. It's like Man, I don't know. I cannot brain hard enough to understand this. Also, Blitz, no, you are wrong. That was the Unova Legendary theme. Know your Pokemon music, SMH my head. Both players throwing a lot of Nair right here to start this game. Aramata definitely going to make a very explosive Edelistodo. Definitely what you like to see. It's two players that press some very explosive buttons. Ooh, that's a freeze in the corner. If Maqo doesn't play his cards right and is suddenly at risk of getting edge guarded. Oh, not so much. But the plot armor here, so that's okay. Ooh, and that's a parry from Grax. Not sure if that was the best strong attack to punish with, but Grax still has a bit of an advantage in this situation here. And the down B. Absolutely going to be stealing that first stock from Maqo. And the armor helping Grax more easily get some extra credit here. They're butting heads a little bit. Martha, think about it. You might be able to get it. I'll give you a hint, it's from Gen 4. Good tech from Grax. Maqo not calling it out properly. Okay, both sides getting their armor. And Grax still dying with the armor. How? Plot armor is broken. Don't understand. Okay, no hammer that time. Okay, Icicle Nair. Potentially looking for some big damage right here. Maqo, the unreactable down B, but Grax with the extra unreactable down B. That's going to be taking Maqo's second stock. Pulling a bit of a lead right here. It's definitely big plot armor mode for Grax. And here comes down B. Okay. Armor temporarily back on. I don't know, it's weird because like I know Maqo has it in him to just make the full comeback here. And even though it looks like Grax is a big lead, you really never know. Oh well, okay, you're getting punched. Just yeeted right into the next dimension. Grax. It's hitting pretty. Sorry. I don't think you guys can hear that. I think it just plays through my earbuds. But yeah, okay. They just screamed, "Battery low" at me. And I was not expecting it. Anyway. Yeah, Grax on his way to this bracket reset right here. Definitely sitting pretty in the potentially first set of Grands. This might be Grax's week to take it. No freeze right there. Maqo approaching with a bit more caution now. And catching the tech in that time. Grax doing the classic tech in on up air. Nope, Blitz, you don't actually have the right generation even. Ooh, the up tilt's gonna shred through that armor. Grax still has it, but not anymore. One more little win from Maqo. No punish. Grax starting to fall a little bit behind here. Obviously, Grax is not in an impossible position, but... Ooh, getting hit by down strong and not feeling it the best. That's not gonna help. Oh, Martel, I just rip it from shady YouTube to MP3 sites. Because I don't care about safety. Well... Got some Dare strings right here. Grax making really good use of Dare these past couple tournaments. We had some really nice Dare strings last week and some better ones this week. Yeah, Kalino, can you believe we have Edelistodo Grands? Today truly is hell bracket, but honestly I'm here for it. Maqo Grax Grands is some of the most fun I've had commentating, and it's still happening here. Maqo finally getting some points on the board, I believe. So yeah, we're gonna see if Maqo's able to stop Grax from getting the reset. I don't think it's gonna happen personally, but it's possible. Yes, Martzel, use Audacity for it. You can also use the normalize tool to make everything the same volume, and then trim the audio so it loops better. Oh yeah, honestly a lot of heavy hitters in this game have a bit of a coin flip element to them because of how volatile the heavies are. All of them have such good punish games and get punished so hard that it's really any heavy to heavy matchup, unless you have like maybe Crag, they're all inherently super explosive and very scary to fight. Just due to the nature of how Rivals designs its heavies. Right now, Maqo definitely riding off the high of the win from last game. Martzel, you're technically right, but also not, because I prefer the version from Black and White. So yeah, it is off-key, but it is also an official version of the song. Black and White version is a little bit faster and like slightly higher pitched, I believe. Dacus, not, just up strong, whatever. Oh, no punish, I thought that was gonna be dead Grax. I mean, looks like it might be Maqo that's losing the stock right here, just barely not getting frozen. Grax, I'm gonna check out now, that's good. I'm gonna be able to mix up. Getting hit by up air a bit better. Ooh, this could be big. And gets it, the S-Strong. Tons of range on that move. Lots of nairs here from Grax, 60% from all that. Tons of damage. This punish game is just crazy, and Maqo holding out. Ooh. Grax gets the reset. Maqo, I don't want to make this feel too one-sided, but am I allowed to call this set Grax time or something? I really want to do that, even though it feels a little bit too biased. Or like the Grax zone, I don't know. We have entered the Grax zone. Grand Finals reset. I appreciate you going along with the joke, Maqo. All of you voted for, all of you voted for Grax to get the reset. I love you. So, we are voting on who will have the plot armor. Will it be Grax or Maqo? Both these players having lots of plot armor in their sets. Maqo has been pretty consistently winning so far. You did not, Grax, but you made it this time. Not rooting for Grax, cringe. Okay, so we're uh-oh right now. This is it. This is for all of the marbles and the coveted inter-winner and latest winner roles. One of those only lasts for a week, but whatever, I'll talk about that. This is Frozen Gates. It's a reskin of Ethereal Gates. And also the Endless Milestone, which is of course why these two players are going to keep picking it. Whoever down B first. Whoever down B's first. Fair. Fair. Oh yeah, Code, we're on Toaster Gates. Okay, good up strong right there. But Grax coming back with the down B. Both sides getting a lot of damage here this early. Grax hanging on. Good use of Epi. And there comes some armor. Not a bad start from Maqo at all. Trying to hang in it here. And no chomp. Grax had the right read and gets it again. Alright, working out here. Trying to get a little bit of a string right here. Not working out too well. No hammer. Maqo trying to steal a little bit from the Grax book. Gonna use hammer to get some of these kills. Grax getting the icicles out. Here we have it again. Icicle down B. But that time it's gonna kill Grax down to his last stock of game 1 of the Grax zone. And the chomp right there, not gonna kill. Really good DI from Maqo. Not gonna go down without a fight. Ooh, air dodging, but still getting frozen, and that is gonna be a dead Maqo. You're 1-1 right now. The toaster gates have opened, and they are out for blood. And there's another freeze. We got the F tilt. Grax maybe behind in percent, but Edalus has plot armor. There it is. Grax not getting frozen. That's gonna help him keep the armor a little bit longer. Ooh. Does not DI the F strong effectively. Maqo is gonna be taking game 1. The tensions are so high right now. This is Grax's chance to really make a name for himself here. Again, that interwin, definitely a great sign of progress for anyone who's been consistently making inter top 8. Right out the gate, that's a lot of damage. Thankfully, Edalus is heavy, so Grax is able to hang on to the stock. And Dacus, wait, not Dacus, but Upstrong, just hitting the top flat like that. An early lead for Maqo right here. He's having a bit of a tougher time covering that top flat, it feels like. Because seeing Edalus Upstrong can be really scary on this stage. It's really good at covering both platforms. So you have to kind of keep your eye out for it, no matter where you are. But there's going to be a freeze, and no stock off of it. Grax slides a little too far out. Hard reading the roll in, no punish. So many icicles being thrown out from both sides right here. Ooh, nice roll from Grax, just managing to sneak by there. And the fair Maqo down to the second stock. I still think it's interesting that Grax is opting to choose Treetop in the Edalus Ditto. This is the second time. I'm sorry, keeps happening. My earbuds are dying, so hopefully it'll be done before they do. Anyway, yeah. I think it's interesting that Grax chooses this stage. It's very much not a good Edalus stage, so I'm wondering if he just knows it's like some form of cover pick for him and that other Edeli aren't going to be as well versed in playing on it compared to him. Clearly Maqo is not quite one of those Edeli. With the way he was flat right at the start, at the very least. But I guess I can almost see the logic if that is the case. The hurtbox from the Upstrong. That's going to be helping Grax out quite a bit here. Not quite in the stock yet, but... Ooh. Is that going to be a dead Grax? No, good DI right here. And the plot armor coming in. Maqo going for a lot of hammers right now. Obviously, he learned from the best. Ooh, but the DI. Gotta hold down. Maqo. One game away from continuing to be the one who can bring down Grax. Will he be able to do it? I don't know. Grax, of course, still has a couple of chances here. At the very least one chance to start getting the plot armor going. You all know I have some personal biases, potentially. As much as I love Maqo. I love this. I love watching these sets so much. Like, it's obviously great to have variety in the sets you're commentating. I feel like this definitely make it more interesting as the viewer. But at the same time, this is just such a fun set of players that have such absurd sets, landing with the hammer and taking the first stock of the game. Grax, making a bit of a statement here, definitely not going to go down that easily. Down strong, not gonna kill. Once again, plot armor. And some good DI from Grax. I feel like both players are doing a really good job taking full advantage of their character's weight. See, now none of you can leave the stream because the tensions are so high, you need to see who wins. Dakas right there from Maqo. Trying to even out the game a little bit. Was that... Wait, F tilt? I looked away for like a second. F tilt down strong? Huh? A lot of funny conversions today. I think up tilt down strong is still my favorite from Grax. Like, oh my god, it feels so dirty. I feel like there's something really satisfying about Edelis's like linking strongs actually working, excuse me. The different, I don't know why, but seeing like D-strong's hits connect just feels really good. And there's the hammer working against Grax this time. Maqo using his greatest tool against him. Gotta sting just a little bit. Could be getting Grax right here. That's a lot of damage from Maqo. A really good punish overall. Grax is not down and out of it just yet. No punish on the hammer. Not sure what Grax is looking for here. Just lets Maqo get the armor. Willing to take the risk. Sometimes you just gotta throw yourself at him. Good air dodge from Grax. Just landing right on him. And that's a pretty good Nami right there. Plot armor comes back. Okay, Grax maybe pushing just a little bit. I feel like he's not sure how to find the kill, but the F strong waiting out the parry. Catching Maqo, not DIing the best. Okay, one of my earbuds is dead. And the other is not. We are going to Abyss for game 4. I think this is a pretty reasonably comfortable counter pick from Maqo here. We saw these two players go here a ton in Grands last week. Alright, finding Sedaris right now. I'm just gonna keep going for it till it works. Illicit is a really funny. This matchup, yeah, this is really fun to watch. I'm gonna be honest. Armoring through the icicles and the full charge F-strong. Just eviscerating Maqo's stock right there. Grax, he is here. And you better know it. Afraid of them. And here we go again. Job 1, detail 1, just catching them. They're not ready for it. They are gonna ooh. Possible trade right there. Maqo just going for the down strong, not getting a ton off of it. Ooh, but Grax falling into the freeze, and that might be a dead Grax, yeah. So we're getting a pretty hefty percent lead, and the down strong is going to make that a pretty hefty stock lead. You're 2-1 right now. And Grax really wants this game 5, not going to let this chance for the win slip by him that easily. Coming in with the F strong. And that's just going to kill Grax. Finding the answer right there. And you're going to a game 5. Dun dun dun. Who will win? Browser says Circuit 35. Intermediate bracket. Sorry, I need the water. I need the water really bad. My throat's killing me. Alright, last game. Let's go, Grax. Also, let's go, Maqo. And it's all on the line. Oh my god, we actually got the August Fate to the finish. That's so hype. Not gonna lie. no up air right there after the icicle. Not quite finding that could have been a kill for Grax, because I know Grax hasn't exactly shown to be the best at DIing endless up air. Don't worry, I'm not either. Totally understand it. Grax landing with the hammer and getting a parry. I'm not sure what Maqo was looking for right there, but certainly didn't end up being much. And that's a freeze! Maqo wasn't paying attention to that little bit of ice right there in the corner. But unfortunately, not paying much for it. Grax is still hanging on. I feel like both these players have had really good survival DI so far. I'm assuming there might have been a lag spike right here. Alright, it happens. Jumping at him with the hammer. Menacingly, exactly. Ooh, that's a frozen Grax. Well, even with the armor break, you're still going to be living there. Finding with the icicles, Maqo not responding accordingly. But the down strong going to anti-air Grax. Throw him right out of the sky. Grax definitely doesn't want to fall too far behind here. And with the potential plot armor, you still got to make sure you've got it activated as early as possible. And there it is. There's enough strong, keeping the game pretty even. Got some mid% armor here. Maqo kind of just waiting right now. Not going to approach when needed. And Grax just catching all these tiny little overextensions from Maqo. Oh, just barely not standing on the ice. I thought that was going to be a frozen Grax, and he got a little too bold. But no. Jumping into the down B. Grax was not ready for it. And the shard is going to anti-air effectively. There's a frozen Maqo. Instead of the punish, Grax just something for the plot armor. I think that's probably reasonable, but it might not have been worth it because it went away pretty quickly. Good wall jump from Grax, but how will he survive being at a disadvantage? He will not. Maqo taking the lead here, but Grax grabbing, evening things out right away. Oh my god, both these players. With all the stops here, just answering back immediately as soon as the other gets something going. Everything is on the line, the stock. And Maqo seems to be the one trying to command the situation right now. Lots of buttons being pressed. Is it Grax's turn to press these buttons? It is. Ooh, no. Maqo finding the jab. And there's the plot armor. Going right through. Good dodge from Grax. But this is a really scary position to be in if you are him. Definitely looking to find this kill. Oh, that's really scary. Both do not want to get parried at this high percent. And Grax rolls into the up strong. Maqo holding on to that little bit of just the fucking cheater code. Cheater code. Yeah. Cheater code. Let's go, Maqo. Winning Winter 2 weeks in a row. That's kinda hype. I can't lie. Feels a little whack, but totally respectable. You're not the only person who's done this. So congratulations to Maqo for making it out of the Grax zone alive. Definitely a big accomplishment, but also big congrats to Grax actually. You did a lot better this week. You didn't fail with the same placement and losing the same person. You put up such a good fight. Much more even games and a much more even set than we saw last week. So last week it was already pretty even, honestly. That last game really came down to the wire, so slowly but surely you're seeing that growth. I love to see it because you are definitely a personal favorite of mine in RSC right now. With all that being said, I don't think I have too much else to add because my voice is about to die. Oops. Is there anyone else Nobody thought this would happen, Lamau. Oh, thank you for stream. Thank you. I'm fairly used to solo commentary at this point, so yeah, I'm able to do it. Okay. Do you guys have anyone you want to raid? It's 11:24 Central Time, which is a really scuffed time for people to be streaming. So I don't really expect to be anyone live, but if someone gives me one, I am willing to raid a person. I will also probably be hosting the other bracket this weekend on my channel, just to be nice. So. Wait, is Torque streaming? Oh, shit, if Torque's live, I have to raid Torque. I'm sorry, but... Wait, hold up. If Torque's streaming, he gets the raid, I'm sorry. But... What the Torque? Oh, hey, look at that, I had the most viewers. That's cool. There is no Torque stream, so I'm gonna do Hey Chompers. Wait, shoot. Slash raid. Okay, Chompers raid. We're doing the thing. So have fun, watch Chompers, just kind of vibe for a little bit. I'm gonna go pass out, I think. So, good night.